Shout out to the whole XRP community. Shout out to the whole crypto space. It's your boy James Anthony, and I just wanted to bring you a quick update on the letter that came out today. Shout out to Jeremy Hogan for doing a breakdown on the analysis and his basic perspective on the legal aspect of the case. And I agree with him in my opinion. The only thing that's important to note is the fact that Ripple basically says that they attempted a settlement with the SEC, but it was with the previous administration. So, in a nutshell, they're alluding to the fact that they're waiting for Gensler and his guys to get in there, and I'm sure we'll see what we want to see. Now,
so my summary of the case management order is that the timeframes I had laid out in my previous vlogs are spot on. Also, I was surprised in the letter that how weak the SEC's position is. I believe that they wasted so much time on talking about what XRP or what Ripple was calling XRP that they really wasted an opportunity to provide the judge with some fact that the case would be based on. And I really thought Ripple did a good job of addressing that. But again, and I want to go back to paragraph 3 of the letter, the biggest takeaway is the discussion of settlement. Ripple makes sure to point out that it had failed in negotiations with the previous administration and hinted that it was waiting for the new SEC directors to come into power. This would be consistent with Ripple believing that Gensler or the new enforcement director will bring new settlement potential to the table, and this is consistent with what we talked about in my last vlog, the idea that the current SEC directors are holding up the settlement, but that it could very well happen after Gensler and his people get into power.
So now, in looking at the top 75 banks in the world by total assets and that are partnered with Ripple, I mean, basically, guys, I mean, it ain't hard to tell what's going on. They trying to stop the mojo. You know what I mean? They trying to stop the swag, but it just can't happen. Nothing can stop what's coming. Nothing. All right? The ecosystem is just too big. It's growing. This is like the ecosystem as of like January, I think, 2020. It has grown immensely since then. All right? Not to mention the fact that this Tether lawsuit is about to get blown open. This is a clip from a gentleman from the Bank of International Settlements. So he's basically breaking down they don't trust him.
And the only example we have for the moment of a big stable coin is Tether. And in that case, we are not able to control its reserves. They said they would give us an audit of that, but so far there hasn't been any audit of that. And there is absolutely no transparency. There's no way to know what they actually do with our money. So we need a lot of trust.
Particularly Bitcoin. I think you once said that Bitcoin's funny business needed proper regulation. And this is a week in which we learned that Tesla holds a lot of Bitcoin and plans to accept payments in it. Is this sensible?
Well, first of all, I think it is not a currency. I'm very sorry to say. I know that some people argue that it has 2 attributes of the 3 that constitute a valid currency, but I think it doesn't. It might have 1. It certainly doesn't have 2. And it doesn't have the stability that would be required in order for it to be a currency. It is in our view and in our analysis of what it is today. It's a digital asset. It's a crypto asset. It's one that was established back in 2009 by libertarians and the hopeful of a completely decentralized universe that would be completely anonymous. I think it has, in many ways, been exploited in a funny way. Yes, I claim that character.
So I can't resist. There's a question from a subscriber, Harry, and I think I know the answer, but I'm going to ask you anyway. How likely are the world's central banks to hold Bitcoin as part of their reserve currency?
Very unlikely. I think I would say it's out of the question, actually.
Out of the question.
I thought it was a good idea to give a fresh perspective from Christina Lagarde and how she feels about the current circumstance with Bitcoin and what's going on with the space in its entirety. Listen, you know how I feel. XRP is the standard. And sometimes you can get your head blown around with all the different projects, and although there are plenty of projects to invest in my opinion, nothing makes sense more than XRP. And when, not if, when XRP appreciates the way it's supposed to, then I will consider investing in several others. I have my eye on a few of them. Who knows, maybe in the near future, things change. But for right now, that's how I stand. There are going to be links in the description for the whole 9-page letter. And also, there's going to be a couple links in the description for a way to support the channel. Other than that, this isn't financial advice, nor am I a financial advisor, nor do I give any illegal advice. This is for information and educational purposes only. Feel free to do your own research. In fact, I strongly suggest you do your own research. All I could do is offer a little bit of food for thought. It's on you to take it the next step, take it a step further, take it to the next level, and figure out where you go from there. Other than that, peace, love, and blessings. I'll check you tomorrow.
If you really want a lawyer to rep you against the SEC, hire this guy.
No, I want to be clear. I do not respect the SEC. I do not respect them.
I heard that guy's kind of smart.